What up? What up? What up? It's your boy, Coach Funk, and welcome to the City Live. I can't even say it today, right? The Emerald Circle Live. Same time, same day, same, I can't say same message, but you know what I'm saying. So let's get to it. Today, we're going to talk about um, how to turn your value into steady income that supports your mission and your community. Um, excuse me. So today's room is going to be about monetization, and it's about alignment, right? Not about pressure. So when there's a value chain, when there's a path to both individuals receiving value from an exchange of cash, it will happen, right? We're building something. I hope you're building something. I know I'm building something. If you're watching, I'm building something live before you, week by week, that is going to be sustainable. This is not about a quick cash grab, right? Even these weekly lives, I'm not asking you to, donate anything. I'm asking you to come, extract what you're going to extract, right? Take it back to what you're doing. And if there's something more pulling you towards, purchasing one of my memberships, that's what you do. You can't force a person to spend money with you. And that's the beautiful thing, right? The transaction saves a lot of people because you spend money on what you want to spend money on. You spend time on whatever you deem valuable to spend time on, right? So I want to say that time is cash as well. Time is money. If someone gives you your time, that's like giving you their money. You just got to take it to the next stage and go through that process. What's going on, dog? What's going on, JP? Appreciate y'all. Like the video, like they said. JP, man, he shows up everywhere, right? He's one of those community members, man, that you love to have him because he does support and he does give his hard-earned time to the creators of Upland. All right, so shout out to JP, shout out to Dog. We got that little issue fixed in the Discord, so happy farming, happy farming. All right, so let's get to it. The conflict, right? And it doesn't matter what you're building. Again, this is an abstract forward. That gap leads to burnout, frustration, help people, right? People, we're here to help. We're helpers. God put us here to help. We don't just come to that we do, we got to put a value on that. This path being created, right? I remember always growing up, going to the mall on Saturdays, right? As a kid, that's where the people hang out. The local high schools hang out. That's when you meet the girls. The girls meet the boys. All that good stuff, right? But I remember going to the food court and walking around the mall, be out there have representatives standing out samples. And man, I used to go do a 360 like 4 times and get like samples just to make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But they was giving value and had you savor some of that taste, right? While you were I want to say I want to say but a high percentage of people, it might be my internet, my friend. I do see you, so I do apologize. Oh, I see who that is. It might be my internet. Um, keep talking, keep me posted on that. Back and buying a meal, right? So yes, sometimes I'm not saying don't give away, or don't don't help people, and don't help people just to get paid. But again, most creators help people but don't get paid for it, right? The gap leads to burnout. People don't have systems to capture the value that we're giving, right? And that's one of the things that we have to reflect upon our businesses, right? How can we give value and still capture that lead or that particular person that we gave value to in our system so maybe they could double back and purchase something with us, right? But if you're just giving out help, I got a random question, and you just giving out help, maybe that's you, right? But if you have a business and you're looking to um, gain clients, gain attention, it has to be some type of capture system. One of my capture systems is this live, right? I capture attention. I try to gain and capture attention weekly and then through my video playbacks, right? For hopefully, if you're looking for something and you can watch a video and get free value. But I'm not just giving right. I'm still giving out or I'm still helping, but I'm limiting my help. But I'm giving out help once a week, right? So you have to look in your system and what you're doing and see are you currently constantly just giving help and not somehow promoting your business or your product. And that's a problem, right? But that's a problem that we can fix. So that's why we're speaking about it. I don't have the answers for your particular situation now because I don't know your particular situation. However, I'm here to at least spark the idea of possibly looking at your internal structure or building your structure, foundation up to where there won't be no leaks in your system. Fear of charging keeps creators underpaid. I was in that situation before. The fear of charging, right? They know me. They won't pay for it. That's too much. I'm overcharging. It's gonna keep you broke. I mean, it's not. It's gonna keep you broke for the simple fact that you will never know what people value from you. So don't be afraid of charging. Maybe you put out a price for your product and it's not what it is. At least you know where to start from, right? Or you might say, I might have to bring my prices down, or you may make that particular offer more valuable. The thing about what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen, it's a process. We have to tweak our systems, and along the way, we were without charging, growth becomes impossible, right? If you're constantly helping and doing stuff, but not getting paid for it, eventually you become in the red. If that's how your business is set up, right? If you're paying for subscriptions and they're $20 a month and you have 10 of them, that's $100 just on subscriptions a month. That's your overhead. Somehow, some way, you're going to have to figure out how to charge for what you're building and have prepared to make at least $100 back to keep on the lights, right? So if you're just playing a game and you're building in the game and you don't have any overhead, man, that's amazing. But some of us out here, we pay for the internet, we pay for tools, we pay for subscriptions to memberships. That's costly, right? On top of what we're doing in what we're doing, in the game or the communities we're in, right? That become costly, right? So there comes a time where we have to get to the point where we charge for our value. It's only right. Everything in this capitalistic society has a value on it. We pay for water, ladies and gentlemen. We pay for fruits and berries that comes from trees from the grocery stores. We don't grow them no more because someone took that and made it a business, right? So here's some of the anchors that we need to work on to increase that, right? So money shows up when you solve a real problem for a real group of people at the moment they need it. Money shows up when you solve a real problem for a real group of people. The key words rather, group of people, not one person, group of people at the moment they need it. One prime example from the game that we're heavily invested in, some of us, and that's Upland. I forgot his whole username, but he was pretty good in predicting what neighborhoods and new city releases Upland had, which one would be collections, right? And he was giving out that information free normally for a few months, maybe even longer than that, maybe a year or something, right? But then eventually he saw the market where it was a group of people taking his value and capitalizing off of it, and he wasn't getting paid. So now, what this in-game user does is when a new city release is about to happen, he does his research and now he sells a banana guide. And it's his analysis on the new city that's being released in his prediction for which neighborhoods will become collections. Or correct me if JP or $5 to $10 buys it because it has value, and they get the opportunity of getting a very thorough research pamphlet on a new city in releasing the game. And that's a value exchange. And I know tons of people that goes and buy this every city release to get their head in the right place to go and mint these properties, right? But that's what I'm talking about. He found a group of people that needed his expertise. All right. So when we get to it, monetization is just organized problem solving. It's what problems can you solve? How can you solve it? What you're doing, give it what you're doing is solving problems for a group of people. The clearer the audience is, the easier the value exchange is, right? So if you the clearer you share with the individual, this is what problem I'm solving, and this is what the value exchange will be. Timing matters as much as the solution. Like I stated in the previous example, he released a product every time a city release was coming, like literally maybe 2 to 3 days before it releases. So timing matters. I don't know what product you have. I don't know what you're building, but looking to and looking to when is the best time? When do they need your product, right? If you don't know when they need your product. And if you don't know who needs your product, that's a problem, right? That's definitely a problem. So think about that. Ask ChatGPT. So timing matters as much as the solution, right? So let's shift a little bit, right? Let's get you to thinking that you can do this, right? So stop thinking of selling as asking for money. Start thinking of it as offering a solution. Payment is on both sides, right? Payment is both sides saying, I'm committed. So don't look at it when you place your price on your products, don't look at it for asking money. You're providing and offering a solution, right? So when because of your hard work created that product, right? That hard work created that product. So both sides should be saying, I'm committed. I'm committed to giving you my product because you're committed to paying for my hard work. So selling is a service when when the offer is aligned. So increases follow through and results. If someone pays for something, they're committed to it. Like, have you ever received free stuff and never opened it up? I know I have, right? All the time. I got free stuff all around me, right? But when you pay for a membership for a year, that you put some money in the game, you put some skin in the game, $100 compared to $1,000. If you paid $1,000 for something, you're gonna pay more attention to it, right? So don't be afraid of charging your worth. Selling is a service when the offers is aligned. Payment increases follow through and results. And finally, charging creates mutual respect and clarity, right? If a person spends their hard earned money for your product and they took their time of researching that product and see if it works for them, they respect you and your product because it's million and one people out here that's doing something. And we could spend our money with a million and one people, right? But at that moment, they figure that what you have to offer is what they need, right? So that creates mutual respect and clarity. So let's look at cleaning our system a little bit, right? Because we all have something in place. And I know even myself, I'm still cleaning my system. Just because I'm talking about this, I'm learning myself, right? But I'm learning with you and I'm learning by telling you what I'm learning and doing it, right? But no way, fashion, or form, I am where I need to be, right? So let's go ahead and try to clean this system. Clear out the fear of charging and the messy, low impact offers that drain your time. Right? So we have to get out of our head of not charging, right? Our value, our worth. And what I get out of that sentence is the messy, low impact offers that drain your time is things that you just sell and put together and it doesn't align with your value, align what most people are looking for, you're just selling it, right? That takes more energy than a truly aligned product, right? So look at your product offering. Look at what you offer, right? What you're trying to do. Is you take the product, you use the product and see if I it right because they're holding up space and time, right? So keep only models that are simple and effective, right? So sometimes we could overcomplicate things. It's the buying process confusing, right? I look at it being a priority thing is very true. And again, that's how you look at it, right? But we got to remember the individuals that's buying our products is all looking at it at a different perspectives. You know what I mean? So if you truly align, if we again, I'm working on this. If we truly align our product with the person or the group of people that is meant for, and align our messaging solely to them, the stragglers that fall off by default, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm missing or your message can't be for everyone. Your message has to be for that group of people that's looking for your product. Let go of the guilt around earning from your work. Man, please stop doing that. Let go of the guilt around earning from your work. I'm saying that because I know I'm at a job now. I work for a job and I do it fairly well. And you because it doesn't excite me. It's not aligning with my values are, right? But I don't have and the reason I'm saying that is because I don't have any guilt getting my paycheck every 2 weeks and spending it on what I need to take care of, right? So always envision of getting paid for a hobby that I love doing. So we gotta let go of the guilt around and you should have fun for it. You know, making money shouldn't should be fun. You should have then use and helping the person that purchased it, right? I'm here to watch other people succeed, not to just take your money and like I hate to say like, tobacco providers, they're not here to watch you succeed. They're here to watch you bleed. They serve a problem, people who want to smoke, but it hurts the consumer more than it helps them, right? So we have to align with our values. And when we align with our values, you have to take away the guilt around earning from your work. So let's go ahead and talk about some things that we could do to change. Turn your ideas into real growth. Build layers that move people from free value to deeper value to paid transformation. All right. Start with one strong offer, then build onward. My free offer is the Emerald Circle Live. I'm constantly building and tweaking this, finding my voice to get people free value, to give people free value, right? And then when I perfect this more, I'm going to start on my next layer. What is if you're giving away free value, what is your free value? What is your next offer? Do you already have that in mind? Or should you start thinking about that? Right? So move forward, make your path from free to pay obvious. So don't hide it. Make it obvious I'm working on my leader progression, my tier progression next 30 days. I will present that to the public. So you will see how what I'm talking about, I'm working on, and the progression of it. And most of it will be on the free tier. You know, the back end stuff, structural stuff, will be part of the paid tier of how I did it, how I showed you how I did it. We working together to do it together, and we're refining and tweaking it on the back end. All right. Lastly, as far as taking a change is focus on consistency, not perfection. So, and I'm just showing you this. Prepared, weak internet or not, I'm consistently showing up on Sundays. If I go an hour, if I go 30 minutes, if I go 10 minutes, I'm going to consistently show up and give some type of value to those who watch it live. That's what I'm going to be known for in 2026. And hopefully, I will be known for improving weekly, small increments at a time, but ultimately, by the end of the year, those small weekly wins adds up and helps build a strong foundation, a strong structure, and a better leader, right? And on top of that, I'm building a case study live before your eyes, right? So it's just little couple things to think about of what I'm thinking about moving forward to doing this every week and being consistent. I'm not perfect. My Wi-Fi is not perfect right now, but every week is a win. We don't know what's going to happen. We have to be prepared for. We can't be prepared for everything, rather, right? But we could be prepared to work through those potholes, those hiccups. It's going to happen. So be prepared. Everything is not going to be perfected, and we learn on the fly. That's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of owning your own situation. Toolkit. I want you to be able to go and do your own deep dive, right? Look at, talk to Chat GPT. Ask them to do a SWOT analysis on your brand or on your product. SWOT, whatever AI learning model you use, ask them to perform a SWOT analysis on your brand and ask you any questions that they may need to provide an answer. Review that, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you, if you're listening, review this. And I would love for you to come back and tell me what you think in the comments of this video once you do that today, tomorrow, or whenever it is, if you choose. But I do feel that that analysis will help you move forward, right? It will tell you your strengths, it will tell you your weaknesses, it will tell you things that you have to overcome, and it will tell you your threats to whatever it is you're trying to build. And from there, you take that information and you go down a rabbit hole and start preparing to refine your business or product, right? I will say if you're part of communities, learning communities, gaming communities, definitely dive in learn and and their community could help, right? Because it's the information, iron sharpens iron, is true. So with that being said, without rambling, so it's your boy, the coach. Thank you for listening. for watching the Emerald Circle live unless something's going on at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the time you leave, you'll get at least one nugget that you'll be able to take, reflect upon, and hopefully build your business.